But okay, so Tulsi Gabbard, in her release, declared, correct me if I'm wrong, that Russia's SVR had compromising info on Hillary, including that she has deep vein thrombosis and severe health problems and psycho-emotional problems, and was on heavy amounts of tranquilizers. And all of this sort of would explain, but then Donald Trump was warning that Hillary Clinton had health problems and couldn't be president. And then Hillary Clinton, 2 days after Donald Trump issues those warnings on 9/11 at Ground Zero, she collapses and has to be dragged into a van, which is when I went on Twitter and predicted that Hillary Clinton would lose, that she was not qualified to be a candidate because everything Trump was saying about her was coming true. She was fitting all of his critiques and she was completely out of step. And so basically what Tulsi was saying was that the SVR had this info on Hillary, but they were planning to use it only once she became president to damage her once she initiated some kind of escalated Cold War or even hot war with Russia.
Yeah, and the point of Tulsi there also is that if Russia really wanted Trump to win, they would have released whatever allegedly compromising material they had on Hillary Clinton. But they didn't, because again, Putin thought that no matter who wins, it wouldn't matter because there would be bipartisan hostility to Russia, which is exactly correct. And the only source, again, just to underscore this, for the claim that Putin favored Trump, it was like a mid-level Kremlin official who said he heard something from somebody else. And in fact, what he heard, then John Brennan's analysts basically took a fragment of a sentence, interpreted it in a certain way to mean that Putin had ordered some sort of operation to install Trump. When in fact, the sentence could have been interpreted in multiple different ways. So basically, so much of this was based on, intelligence-wise, a fragment of a sentence from someone with zero firsthand access to Putin, all hearsay, and a fragment of a sentence that could have been interpreted in multiple different ways. That was the basis for the so-called holy intelligence that we weren't allowed to question, or else we'd be called Russian propagandists.
But have we seen the documents or basis for Tulsi saying that Hillary had psycho-emotional problems?
Well, simply so that comes from
an assessment. That's a U.S. assessment about what the SVR has.
Correct. Yeah, that's the House.
It's an amazing kind of loop of.
That's the House Intelligence Committee summarizing what U.S. intelligence picked up that Russia had. Russia also had intelligence that Hillary Clinton was plotting to frame Trump as a Russian agent and to gin up a false scandal about Russian interference. The U.S. got that intelligence before they opened up the Trump-Russia investigation. John Brennan even told Barack Obama about it. This is like July 26th. And instead of raising concern about that, they let the FBI investigation go ahead. And in fact, and then John Brennan even sent a referral to the FBI saying, listen, just so you know, Russia is aware that Hillary Clinton has a plot to frame Trump as a Russian agent. And the FBI basically buried that warning. And James Comey later said he doesn't remember ever receiving it, which is just laughable. But allies of John Brennan have said that, the reason why Brennan was concerned about it was not because Hillary was framing Trump and Russia, but because they were concerned that Russia was spying on Hillary Clinton. So, it's just unbelievable what happened, how much fraud, how much negligence, how much malfeasance went into all this. And
Hillary Clinton called Tulsi Gabbard, when she was a Democratic candidate, a Russian plant or a Russian 100%. Agent herself. So Hillary threw the first punch.
100%. And that's why, again, people critical of Tulsi Gabbard. Listen, she is being a Trump loyalist now. And I do think you can't separate the timing of these disclosures from the Epstein controversy, which Trump is trying to distract from. But at the same time, look, exactly right. Tulsi Gabbard was treated terribly by Democrats. They called her a Russian agent for years. They insulted her. They demeaned her. So yeah, she's taking revenge as well. And the revenge happens to be with the release of factual information. And that's just, no matter what you think about Trump's motives here, Tulsi Gabbard's motives, what they're releasing is very embarrassing to the Russiagate narrative.